Hey, what's up? I just wanted to show you a couple funny examples of people that don't actually read and pay attention to what they're responding to just because it's funny. Um, Ashes of Creation has been announced that the studio is just gone. Like everybody got fired, everybody got laid off. Now the main guy, I guess his name is Steven, that was running the game, uh, said something about things were changing that he didn't like, so he decided to step down. And after that happened, other people also stepped down, and then everybody just got let go. But it kind of makes sense. It's kind of funny. It's funny in a sad way. Like, whatever. There were warnings, and I did consider them haters. I did, but at the same time, the main red flag that I had for the game, I thought it looked cool, and I was following them because I was like, yeah, I wasn't gonna buy it, especially at $50 or whatever. And then with a plan to be, subscription based later on and stuff, I was just waiting to see what happens because it looked cool. Like I thought the game looked neat. But the big red flag that I saw when I was looking through the forums and stuff was that people were saying they had played it back in 2018 and have been playing it for a long time. And when they saw it launch on Steam, this is my hair's bugging me, man. That long little, I should just chop it off. Um, when it launched on Steam, they said it doesn't even have any content, any new content at all that it didn't have like 5 years ago or whatever, right? Like that was the red flag for me. And it doesn't. I was like, well, maybe this will help them, right? Like if they get people pumping into early access, maybe it will help like produce more, or whatever. I don't. It was strange, and that was a red flag. That was something I noticed, and that was the only thing that I thought was like a valid criticism. Like, oh wait, they don't have any new content in like a long, really long time, right? But I could also see that people were enjoying the game. They liked the game, and this person posted, I thought it was really funny. He's like, "What's the scam?" Because now everybody's saying it's a scam. It's a scam. They shut down. He just put it on Steam to make some quick bucks before they shut it down or whatever. Um, but he's pointing out like his friends list. They have hundreds of hours played on the game. So what's the scam, right? And I can understand that perspective and agree with it. If you got that much time, even 30 hours is like, you know what, like, like I'd be upset that the game is shutting down, but I got my playtime out of it, right? Like I got to enjoy it, I had fun, I liked it, that kind of a thing. Um, so what I thought was really funny on this post, and I just wanted to share real quick, because this is something that happens all the time, man. And I've done it myself sometimes. I'll misread something or whatever, especially based on like a headline or whatever, and I'll be like, oh, like what, already thinking something. But I don't do that as often as I don't do that. Like I usually pay attention, and look at what I'm like, what, right? I usually actually look and see what I'm looking at, whatever. But so the first reply, this post was currently now 46 minutes ago, and then the reply was just a couple minutes after. A couple minutes after, quoted the post, replied, "This did not age well." Like, I mean, this is how stupid people are. Okay, that's just stupid. That's a moron. And then the next one doesn't read any of it apparently, like any of it at all, other than the word scam. Didn't read a single thing at all. Did you ask for a refund? Message team for a refund. We told you so, but you didn't believe. I'm sorry to tell you, but if you didn't receive a finished product, if you didn't finish it, it's a scam. Yeah, so it didn't even read what the actual post is about and what they're saying. This is just a couple examples, and I just wanted to share because I thought it was funny. I did share it on my Discord, but I don't even think anybody's actually there. Like I think like one of my buddies just pops in sometimes to say a hello, kind of basically, but nobody's actually there. I get no feedback on anything ever, so I have to assume everybody's a bot. No, they're just busy, can whatever, not carrying and all that kind of stuff. That's fine too. Um, Anyways, but that's why I'm making the video. Another point that I thought was really funny, and there I think is a valid, like, fair point to have, is that the problem is that the refund Steven promised for Kickstarters would only happen if the game never came out on Steam. That's actually really funny. So it can make me think, you know what, maybe that's why they put it on Steam, just so they wouldn't have to give Kickstarter backers a refund. Um, at the same time, I'm the kind of person that even if I was upset, right? Like if I kickstarted them, I put $50 into it. If I got 10 plus hours out of the game, I wouldn't want a refund. Like I'd be upset the game is shutting down. I don't need a refund. I got my time, right? And as much as I don't want to spend $50 on 10 hours, I'm just saying, for example, like, did I enjoy the game? Did I like it? Did I want it to succeed? And if all that's the case, then yeah, like I don't need a refund. I'm mad that the game's shutting down, right? Like it's just weird. Um, so like I have done a few refunds here and they're very rare. Very rare do I do a refund, and it has to be like not even that like conceptually I might like the game, but it's just so bad. I'm like, nah, or it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. That's incredibly rare. So I think I've gotten like five total refunds on Steam, maybe. I think like five total. Um, Anyways, just wanted to share a couple things. So look, man, don't ever let anybody else decide for you. Take their opinions, look and see what people are saying, but do know, especially when there's a massive amount of hate, look at what they're saying, okay? Look at why they're hating something. And also, if you do that, because that's what I do. I look and I like to talk about games and I like to see what people are saying and stuff. Um, I've gotten used to it now after many years of the hate fests of many of my favorite games getting constantly like just attacked. Like I'm just like, what? This doesn't make any sense. But if you look, especially on the hate fests, it can happen for positive PR as well. It can, but it's not as common as it is for the hate fest. Like it's crazy. But if you read through what people are saying, you will see that, and this is normal people that are even just replying to posts and stuff like that. They all practically word for word say the same exact thing. They don't have thoughts of their own. They don't have opinions of their own. And it's crazy. And I don't even like saying that. I don't like thinking it because it sucks. But that is a fact. It's what I've seen for many years. It's just like, if you're gonna like say something, at least say something different from everybody else. Like you like word for word, man. It's crazy. So look at things yourself. If you see a trailer or whatever, look at gameplay previews. Like look at the description of the game that you're interested in. There might be some like I've seen plenty of games that looked cool, but then I'd read about it and I'm like, oh, that's not my kind of genre. I'm not really interested in like the survival games. The open world like really craft heavy focused games, building like stuff like that, chopping trees all day. I like New World. I like New World, but there's a lot of tree chopping and stuff like that in that. But those like I don't want to go play all those games. I think that conceptually they're really cool. They look neat, like Ark, for example. Conan Exiles or whatever. There's a game that I got. Epic Games gave one of them free, and it looks really cool. I haven't tried it yet, mostly because it's just at the bottom of my list, kind of, or even middle way, whatever. But it looks really cool. But that genre itself just isn't my favorite kind of thing. So I see this a lot of trailers because they look like action RPGs. And they have elements of action RPG, but they're more focused on the survival craft, building and like the survival aspect of it, right? And I'm like, all right, so that's off. Kind of like I prefer like a regular hack and slash over Dark Souls, and I am very interested in a lot of Souls style games, but I would rather play one that's not so Souls-like. And I don't mean the challenge. I hate being one shot by bosses. That's boring to me. It's very boring to me. It's but running back and just like, and then I gotta make sure I don't get hit that one time again. Like, get out of here. It's boring. To me, anyways. I can understand that other people like it. That's fine. I'm not gonna like try and convince other people. Oh, no, why do you like that? Like, I don't like you like it. That's cool, man. Like, whatever. I don't like it. Anyways, so that it is an interesting story. I can understand people feeling like the Ashes of Creation shutdown is a scam. I can understand it. I don't know. There are people that have been there for a long time. Like early alpha, they paid into it, and they did warn people when it came to Steam. They said, but like I said, a lot of the hate was just stupid crap, like normal stuff that I've seen on every game. The only thing that I can remember being a red flag to me was that there hasn't been any new content for years, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense for like that just that was the thing for me. I was like, and that was why actually it was. I mean, I think the main reason I didn't buy into it was because of the price. I made a video on that. But anyways, I've talked enough, said whatever. I'm gonna go now. Talk to you later. Bye bye.